What's up, internet? My name is Kyle, back with another video about cameras, tech, and all that good stuff. Today we are going to talk about the Sigma 30mm f1.4. Let's get to it. All of you guys have been telling me to get this lens to compare it to another lens. We will get to that comparison video, but this video is a review on the 30mm 1.4 by Sigma. So this is the box that it comes in right here. Got it from Amazon. The box is pretty simple. You open it up, it's got some manuals and warranty stuff, and then the lens comes in this little kind of eggshell thing here, or clamshell type deal. So this is the lens on my Sony a6000. You can see the front element there. It's got that classic Sigma look. It's kind of rubbery. It's also metal as well. And yeah, pretty basic look, like I said, to Sigma lenses. And in case you care what else it comes with a bottom rear Sigma lens cap for the back. And then on the front, it also has a lens cap, and you have a lens hood that it comes with. And then there's the front lens cap right there. Pretty much the same on all of their lenses. It's got little ridges that you can, clamp and then pull it off. And then again, there's the beautiful little front element. Not as big as I thought it was gonna be for an f1.4 lens, but it is there nonetheless. Then there is some matte black lettering on the front. You can see made in Japan there. Basically, MKBHD fans will love that little detail there. And then some tech specs up here. So it's got a 52mm filter thread. DCDN is kind of like the modeling of these Sigma lenses for the a6000. Sigma actually also now makes their 16, 30, and 56mm lenses for the Canon EOS M lineup. So these are no longer just exclusive for Sony cameras. You can now get them for Canon mirrorless cameras. So that's pretty cool. So why did I get this lens? I already have the Sony 35mm f1.8. It is very similar, yet it has differences, clear differences. And that's kind of why I wanted to get it. I wanted to see what all the fuss and all the hubbub is about this lens in particular. Lots of people recommend it, lots of people like it, so I wanted to try it myself. Rolling into that is another reason that I wanted to compare it to the Sony 35mm f1.8. I'm taking my time with comparing it to that lens. I haven't had this lens that long, but I feel like I've had it long enough to do a review on it. But I want to really take my time in comparing them and then maybe picking a winner kind of out of the two on which one I like better. And then another reason why I got this lens is it is a lens that is attractive for my style. I like kind of, street photography, walk around photography, and I like the focal length. I like 30mm, I like 35mm. So it's right in my wheelhouse as far as creativity. Then also it has an f1.4 maximum aperture, so it's like, how did I hold out this long? Well, I had a similar lens, but I got it now, and it's pretty awesome. So a couple things I wanted to talk about with this lens before I show a bunch of sample photos and videos is the size of this lens, the weight of it, and also just the overall build quality. Okay, so first, size and weight. I was actually surprised, and I'm still surprised kind of holding it right now, even off the camera, how heavy this little lens is. I don't remember off the top of my head the weight. I will put it on the screen for you guys to see, but this thing has some weight to it. I probably shouldn't have dropped it like that. But yeah, I feel like this lens, the Sigma 30mm, would be a popular lens to graduate from the Sony kit lens. The kit lens is super duper light and it is super duper small. Obviously it's retracted right now because it's not on the Sony a6000, but yeah, just be a little prepared. If you don't own this lens and you're thinking about buying it, it is a little heavy. It's nothing crazy. The 16mm is probably heavier than this thing, and it's wider and bigger. So the size for this, you know, compared to the kit lens is not a, you know, crazy big difference. I mean, it's maybe double the size, but then when the kit lens is extended, they're probably roughly the same size or close. Obviously with the lens hood on the 30mm, it's even bigger, but the lens hood is very, very light. So yeah, just a couple notes about the size and weight of this little guy. Now, as far as the actual build quality of the lens and how it feels compared to what you pay for, it feels great. It feels great in the hands. The Sigma lenses have these rubberized grips for the focus ring, and I gotta admit, I really like them. The one downside, as you can see, maybe when I was doing the spinning it right here, you can see some stuff gets caught in there, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just a very grippy material, and things will get stuck in those little ridges. But I would almost prefer them than not have them, because it is such a great usage of the, you know, the entire body of the lens. And then on top of that, on the bottom part of the lens here, it also has grip. So it's a nice, you know, way to hold it down here with your, you know, other fingers and everything. It gives you more stability. And then when you're taking off the lens, it's nice to have that as a grip. And then the middle part looks more like the Sony a6000 finish, so to match kind of the body. And then right here, right near the lens mount, is kind of like a matte finish. There are two details on these three Sigma lenses that they all share, and that is the C right here in the middle, and that is for contemporary. Basically, that's just a marketing ploy that, you know, these are the Sigma contemporary lenses for the APS-C market, and they're great. I don't know. I'm sure there's a description on what that means. However, you know, this is just a marketing thing. There are Sigma Art lenses, which are apparently higher quality for their full frame lineup. These are the contemporary Sigma lenses for the APS-C lineup. And then another cool thing is they actually have a number here. So this on the 30mm is 016. And that means that this lens came out or debuted in 2016. Even if you buy a lens in 2020, which I did, it'll still have the year that it came out. The Sigma 16mm came out in 2017. So you guessed it, it would have a 017. And then the 56mm f1.4 has a 018 for 2018. So it's kind of cool that they each have a little kind of marking to show you when they came out. Okay guys, so take a look at a bunch of sample photos from this lens with my a6000, as well as video. Everything is JPEG, and then everything in video is shot in 1080p. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but After reviewing all the photos and all the footage that I got recently with this lens, I am very impressed. One of the reasons I am very impressed is the price of this lens. Right now, as of filming this video, this lens is about $275 on Amazon. For some reason, just a week or two ago when I bought this lens, it was $260 brand new. I don't know what drove up the price for $16, but just know it's January. Sales are kind of over with from the holiday, so it may be $276 or it may be a little cheaper, but around that price for brand new. I think that is an incredible value for what this lens produces. I think the photos are super sharp. It's not the sharpest lens I've ever used. I would say the Sony 50mm f1.8 OSS is sharper than this lens, but that thing is more expensive than this lens. This lens does not have optical steady shot or any form of image stabilization in the lens. It is a drawback, but at the same time, the price for this lens is a little cheaper. I feel like because it doesn't have OSS, but that's just my 2 cents. OSS would help you take shots at a slower shutter speed in lower light scenarios. However, this lens goes down to f1.4, so that helps you in lower light photography situations. OSS also helps you with kind of small micro hand jitters and things like that. Just know that this lens, along with the 2 other Sigma lenses of the contemporary lineup, do not have image stabilization. Still, super sharp images, like the colors, like everything I get out of it. f1.4 looks great. I honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be a lot worse than other lenses that I've used, but it's really awesome, and I do understand why so many people recommend this lens. I think it's a bestseller on Amazon. Who knows if the numbers are out there? Maybe it's the bestseller out of all of lenses. I have seen that kind of toted around, for marketing purposes and stuff like that. But I'm overall very impressed with this lens. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. I like the image quality. I like the video quality. I really like everything that has to go with this lens. I think it is a extremely great value at around 270-ish bucks, let's just call it. And yeah, for that price, for this low of an aperture, for the sharpness, the quality, just the overall build quality of the lens as well, I'm impressed. Color me impressed, guys, because I like the lens. I should have known that I was gonna like this a lot, but I like it more than I thought I would. That begs the question, do I like this more than the Sony 35mm f1.8? I don't know yet. I gotta make the video. All right, guys, I think that is it. I've gushed about this lens enough. If you wanna pick up the lens and you wanna support the channel, the best way to do that is through the affiliate links down below. If you purchase the lens through those links, I get a kickback from Amazon at no cost to you, and it's a pretty sweet deal for me. I hope you guys found this video helpful or entertaining or informative or any combination of those 3. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next episode. Later.